Welcome to the Artist Notepad, where we explore artistry, life, and an inconceivable amount of trash. I'm your host, Chun.
And I'm your other host, Jack, and thank you for joining us this week for the episode 10 Artistry with Simon Bernardo. Today, we're going to be talking and interviewing Simon about his latest release and what he's got in store for us for the coming months. But first, David, how you doing?
Yeah, thanks for asking, man. I'm doing quite well, actually. I'm doing quite well. The first week of quarantine and lockdown, it was a bit tough. But now I'm out here baking cookies, chocolate chip, 70% cacao.
Hey, man, that's what it's about, you know?
That's what it's about, man. Baking cookies out here.
Yeah.
And start a bakery.
Please
feed the kids.
Please do.
Feed the children. Yeah, but I'm doing well. How you doing, Jack?
Look, man, like I was a lot better in the first week. This week has been a bit more challenging. It's starting to get to me a little bit. I just have to keep remembering that I'm like so fortunate to still have a job, still be healthy, still have my loved ones as healthy. So just gonna keep cruising along. Try to stay positive. Shout out to anyone else who's going through the same thing right now. You know, it's not fun, but we got to do this for a short time so that we can get rid of this situation as soon as possible.
Yeah, man. So the human race can survive. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the pressure's on you, listener. If you go outside, everyone will die.
Stay strong out there, guys. We're all out here for you. Yeah. We'll be here with the music recommendations and this podcast to keep you company.
And if you guys want to chat to the show, feel free to reach out to us. You can email us at artistnotepad at gmail.com, or you can reach out and DM us on Instagram at the Artist Notepad.
Yeah. On that note, did you want to give the listeners the updates for our podcast? Yeah. It's nice out here, man. We are on a new platform now. You guys are listening to us on your favorite app.
Yeah, your new podcatcher. It's the new thing. So yeah, if you're listening, it means you've figured out the podcatcher, which is great.
It's good.
But things are going to be changing a little bit from now on. So what's actually going to be happening is we're going to be going to weekly episodes. And so we're going to alternate between two different types of episodes. And the first one is going to be 10 Artistry, which is like we're doing today. We're going to bring on a guest. They're not always going to be a musician. Today we got a musician, but we might have some visual artists. We might have people who are into film. We might have different types of art. You know, we'll experiment as time goes on. We've just started with music because it's probably what David and I are most comfortable with right now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm comfortable with other arts, man. I'm comfortable with visual.
Hey, man, I didn't say you were.
You know I mean?
just don't get so defensive.
You just said that, man.
Hey, I said you might be more comfortable.
Why are you making words come out of my mouth that didn't even exist?
Look, you're the one who's freaking out right now. So
just chill, dude.
Well, speaking of chill.
Yeah.
Haha,
what a perfect
the alternate week. You know, I heard that the one thing that ruins a segue is saying, "Oh, what a good segue."
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Speaking of chill, our alternating episode. So for the other week, we've got something called Tan and Chill. And basically, we're going to bring someone on, or maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just be me and David. And we're just going to chill out. We're just going to talk about something that's relevant to what we're going through or just life in general, something that you guys want us to talk about that's not directly influenced by art. We might still talk about art, but just in a more relaxed forum.
Yeah. Imagine like two like vintage comfy couches, and you just had a hot chocolate and you had a hearty meal and you're just sitting down chilling. That's the type of chill we're talking about.
That sounds pretty chill.
You know what I mean? That's chill as.
Speaking of laying back and good beverages, David, what are you drinking right now?
I don't know. I can't say this with confidence just because this is a low-carb beer. But hey, like family's health conscious right now. So I'm drinking a Pure Blonde right now in this nice glass.
I almost grabbed one because...
Dang, you about to do it?
Well, because we're running low on beers and we had Pure Blondes or Coronas, and I'm not the biggest fan of Coronas, especially with no lime.
You gotta have lime, man.
Man, I was just about to grab that Pure Blonde, and then there was a twinkle in my peripheral and out of the clouds emerged like a glowing sunshine emerged.
Oh, what'd you get?
The very last 150 lashes pale ale.
You and your lashes, man.
Oh, thank you,
Like your
James
lashes,
Squire.
eh?
Thank you so much.
James Squire's pretty good, but
It
I
is,
had the
man.
golden ale. The golden ale is pretty good too. It's nice and sweet, fruity.
Well, cheers, David.
Cheers, man. Cheers. Virtual cheers. Clink.
Wait, let me.
Oh, nice. Nice. Sound
Actually, I've
effects
got a
and
mug
everything.
here. Ready?
Nah,
Was
the
that good?
one before was better. One
yeah?
before was better.
Okay.
But anyways, without any further ado, your boy is a Southwest Sydney-based artist, musician, exploring elements of soul, R&B, funk, blues, and jazz in his music. He creates anything from mellow, atmospheric solo piano pieces to groove-heavy, kind of modal, lyrical band things. You know what I'm saying? He has a thing for minor extension chords. It's a vibe. Introducing Mr. Simon Bernardo. I killed that intro, bro. I killed
loved it.
Welcome to the show, Simon.
Amazing.
Amazing.
First time caller, long time listener.
Can't be that long, but sure.
Long time listener.
No, welcome. See, David, did you write that up yourself? Because that sounded awfully familiar
Bro,
to me.
it took 3 days to write down, bro. It took 3 days of just focus and prayer, and yeah.
That's real
I'm
funny.
playing. This is
It almost sounds like what I wrote for my bio on Spotify.
shut up, Simon.
Ah,
We didn't ask you.
well, okay, goodbye.
Man, I told you this was a
this
bad
was-
idea. We
yeah.
never should have had him on.
Yeah. Can you just go on mute?
I'm still here.
And then we'll just interview each other. Now I'm playing. Now, welcome to the show, Simon. It's good to have you. What a great second guest to have. We have a role right now. We have 2 Filipinos now.
Oh, true.
Only Filipino guests.
Yeah. Only if you can speak Tagalog, you can come
Oh,
on to
okay.
the show.
I better leave now. I can't speak Tagalog. Australia born and raised, mate.
Okay, then we've got to call Angel up. Anyways, yeah. How are you doing? How are you doing, my friend?
Not bad. Just been sitting here with my nice, refreshing bottle of Coolidge. Currently have no alcohol in my house. I'm very sad.
I wonder why that is.
Coolidge is a water brand.
I'm
Right?
not an alcoholic, okay? I only drink every day, whatever.
All right, so Simon, the reason why we decided to have you on, and we were planning on having you on for a while, but last minute, even today, really, David and I decided to fast track having you on because a little something happened a few days ago. We were recording,
Something.
3 days after the release of your debut single. How you feeling?
Yes.
Yes.
The track's called
Yes.
Felony. And Simon, how are you feeling leading up to the release of this track?
Yeah, tell us your emotions, my friend.
You know, I was just all kind of riled up, you know, just a little anxious, because you know, since it's my debut single and whatever, but mostly because since my sound is kind of different, kind of know what's popping right now. I was quite nervous about how it would be received by the greater community of Australia. So, but yeah, now it's I'm pretty relieved, pretty happy because of the way it's been received and all the support I've gotten. Thanks y'all. Y'all.
Yes.
Shout out to all the fans, all the supporters. Man, you're getting mad love right now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
And
getting
David,
mad love.
I was just saying to you just before how I think that this is an awesome testament for artists out there who maybe what they make doesn't sound like what everyone else is making. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, don't be afraid that people are not going to vibe with it because Simon, like we were chatting before, like maybe people don't know exactly what they're listening to, but they like what they're listening to, you know, and the fact that it's different is only, I think, boosting the enjoyment that people are getting from this track.
Yeah, man, for sure. You do you. You do you, boo boo.
I will always do me.
Always do
Several times
do
a day.
yourself.
All day, every day.
let's not.
Oh no! Okay, let's get out of that hole.
More so since we've been in lockdown.
Wash your hands, bro.
Oh, this is not good. Can we talk about? Yeah, what is Felony about? Can we get into the song a little bit? Just like let's take a deep dive into Felony, your first single.
Yeah, well, pretty much. This track was just another one. What's the word?
Masterpiece?
Venting session for the old Simon, because we like
diary. Yeah,
we like to vent our frustrations and emotions through music.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's basically about my past relationships and how I'm trying to warn myself to not make the same mistakes, though I keep making the same mistakes. But it's fine.
Doesn't sound fine.
okay.
No, I'm fine.
I love
I'm
how
fine.
you ended.
I love how you ended with "it's fine," but with
I'm
little
fine.
energy. It's fine.
But it's
Like
fine.
you did say.
So, Simon,
It's fine.
do you think that the lyricism of this track is reflected in the sort of theme you're talking about here?
Yes, definitely. Especially in the. I don't know why I'm in this accent right now, but I'll just roll with it. It's definitely reflected in the pre-chorusy section of the song, where it starts with the disclaimer that I never noticed, or the warning that I didn't read, or the danger hidden in my line of sight, or the force that always came between. Yeah, but I would have been.
It's poetic, dude. It's poetic.
I'm not a rapper though.
But I'm not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, I mean, there was a line that was your favorite, right, Jack? That you mentioned before.
Yeah. There's a line that I really like, which is, "Why don't I focus on eternity and forget what you've done to me?" Yeah, ba-da-ba-deep, ba-ba-beep-ba-ba-boo. And the part that I really like about that is the ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-beep, ba-da-boo, because I feel like I can really connect with what you're trying to say there, and there's a really like deep sense of metaphorical nature about how you put the "you" into "badaboo."
Because it could have been about a bee, but you went to badaboo.
And I think that just shows like your thoughtful nature instead of like a introverted, egotistical badu me, you know?
You know, I always take a lot of time to really delve into whatever scat I'm putting in, and just make sure I get every single syllable just right. So then the emotion and the context just gets embodied. You know, yeah.
So for my own sanity, I'm just going to pretend that the last like 30 seconds didn't happen, and I just stopped off where I said, "Why don't I focus on eternity and forget what you've done to me?" Because that's the part that I really wanted to talk about. So. That's probably my favorite line of the track, and it comes up 2 or 3 times, which is great because the more the better. Do you want to run us through what exactly you're trying to say through that line?
Yeah, why don't I focus?
Basically, it's a question.
Yes, good.
In the most basic sense, it is a question that he did answer. Yeah.
Question to myself. Just again reflecting on why don't I just live my life and focus on the bigger picture, on getting to heaven or whatever, and you know, it's like why do I gotta keep being stupid, but then I keep doing it, whatever, you know. So yeah.
In all seriousness, like I know that I sounded like a dickhead before, but like there is a bit of a cyclical nature with the lyricism here, and the repetitive nature, like to me, the way I interpreted it, and maybe it's just because you couldn't think of any more lyrics, but to me, the way I heard it was kind of like you're going around in circles because you keep asking yourself these questions, and like the lines like why don't I focus on eternity and forget what you've done to me? Like the fact that this keeps playing on your mind, it's like when each time the line repeats, it's like you ruminating and going back around in that circle. am I just reading too much into it?
No, you're that's definitely exactly exactly what I was going for.
Dang, Jack is wow, he's amazing, isn't he? He's great at just analyzing, you know?
Yeah, no, real talk, but because my writing process is really subconscious, so I just fart out all what I need of them.
No, yeah, I feel you when you say that. I definitely, yeah.
And then
No, for real.
and then afterwards, since I do just in my daily life ruminate a lot, I figure out what exactly that fart means.
What smell it was, where it was actually coming from.
Exactly, how it was digested.
What did you eat?
in the belly.
No, for sure. Nah,
I feel like our
not playing
listeners
right now.
are going to have no idea which parts
No,
of this are serious.
I'm not playing right now. No, yeah. Like, for real. Like, when he says that, I definitely agree, because it's like, it's everything that's in your head, but you just kind of, it's all mushed up together. And once it's digested a little bit, there's a little bit of that fart that just comes out from that thought process. And it goes on the pen and paper.
Straight from your brain to your to your ass.
Brain fart, man.
That's how it works.
Makes sense. No, not from...
No, like, in all seriousness, I definitely, like, when I do write, even if it's not as often anymore, it's in a very similar way. I often just, like, a phrase comes to mind, and then I just start writing about that without even really thinking about it. And then sometimes I get to the end and I'm just like, huh, that was pretty woke, you know? Like, I actually said something that was kind of, like, deep, and I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's that's definitely my writing process, and yeah. So then whenever people are like, "Hey, can you help me write?" I'm like, "Sorry,
I don't know. I don't even know how.
I cannot."
It just does. It just is. Yeah, I feel you, man. Yeah, for sure. Do you feel like it's always like a brain fart kind of thing for you, where it just kind of comes to you that way, or does it ever just start with a emotion or a sound, a melody, or do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
It's definitely just a combination of, because when I write, I always start with the chords with a chords with what whole chords
with the chords.
I start off with like whatever chords I make up, and then I vibe with that, and I
so you don't go through the process of lyrics first and then like shaping the song, right?
Never. I get shaped by the sound that I make from the keyboard. And from there, I
sit in the vibe.
I immerse myself, and then a melody and the lyrics start forming and popping out.
Do you feel like you do all your creative, like your lyric writing, in that one sitting when you have that rush of like creativity, or are you more like, Most of it comes out during that first sitting, and then if I'm not able to finish the main body of the song, then I come back to it in small little sittings, have a little nibble at the meal, you know. Just little. It's like a buffet.
For this track, was this one of those, you know, one seating writing sessions, or did this one take a bit of time to hash out?
This one was definitely a one sitting sort of one, which I'm very proud of, because the lyrics are something that I do am enjoying.
Feel pride.
I do feel pride. So yeah, it was kind of cool how this song it just kind of just flopped together without much
flopped together, he says,
without much extra editing and sessions.
Yeah, like those are sometimes the best ones, are the ones that are fastest, because they're just really organic and there's no like switching between mindsets, and you just like get it all out in one go.
Exactly, just like a really good, wholesome digestive process.
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, I knew he was gonna say that. I actually knew. You can actually describe everything that he said prior to that process. You know
We
what I mean?
could just replace every time he says felony
He said
with
one whole go. Yeah, one whole go, or take little snippets, little nibbles.
You know, it's a big part of my life. So I just like to relate
everyone's
everything to
life.
it.
Speaking about that process, I'm not sure I'll regret like asking you this, but Simon, do you want to tell us about the hashtag that you made viral with
What is this?
that you were doing every day for quite a long period of time?
Okay,
What
well,
was
it was this thing called hashtag DOTD, dump of the day.
Oh, I
So,
remember these.
It was,
I was a
actually,
fan. How
it
did
was
I
actually a
forget?
thing that I started in like
TD.
2016 on Snapchat because
Far out.
I was a bored little senior boy, and I was like, hey, let's get on these things right here. And then I brought it back last year because I was really bored.
So guys, go on
I was a late
Instagram.
fan.
Go
I
on
was a late
Instagram
fan.
and go to the search function and just type in hashtag DOTD, and you'll see it in all its glory.
No, I took it all down. That was 2K19.
Tragedy.
We're trying to clean ourselves up.
2020 is about artist image, you know, so can't have DOTD.
Taking everything extremely seriously because
Which
I'm an artist.
Everyone can tell you are constantly taking things seriously, Simon. So
I'm an artist.
yeah,
I don't know why. There's this shout out to Mick. Mick always says this in class, but I always crack up every time she's like, I'm like, can you help me set up the mic stand or something? And then she'll be like, no, I'm an artist. And then just she's so funny. Shout
well,
out
it's
to
true
Mick.
though, because like artists don't know how to use
Drop.
mic stands. Sorry guys, it's true.
Wow,
Hey,
it's so funny.
I know how to. No.
I'm an artist.
So Simon, Felony's just come out. All right, so do you want to give the listeners a little bit of a taste of what's coming in the future?
Yeah.
Well,
Exclusive.
July 8th, another single will be dropping called Crown, which is, I'll tell you a secret, it's actually the first track of an EP that'll be coming out August 12th, also called Crown. Wow.
August 12th.
Look out, guys. Look out. Save it on your calendars.
Yeah, do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
Did we explain what hashtag DOTD was, or are we just going to move past it?
We're just going to leave that where it was.
Is it only the true fans that know?
Yeah. If you were OG fans, you would know.
I mean, if people ask, then maybe we'll tell them, but we'll just keep it at that then. I was a real one, Simon. I was a real one. Remember, I always used to be like, hey, when is it coming up today, man? Where's the hashtag DOTD? And then you'll be like, don't worry, it's coming soon.
I liked it when you do multiple ones in one day and it'll be like DOTD part 1.
Part 2. Part 3.
TD part. Yeah.
Part 5.
Like the confidence to put part 1 in front of it, like you already know, like you're just like,
You already know what's coming next.
I mean, like, I know my body. I'm really attuned, so I know when those days are coming.
All right. And anyways, we'll get back to. Was there anything else you wanted to share about your EP that's coming up?
Well, it's another edition in the Simon doesn't know how to deal with his emotions and move on from past trauma. Good girls. So yeah, once it releases, y'all can have a little look-see into one of my past relationships and how badly it scarred me, and just get on a emotional roller coaster with the Simon.
And
yeah.
Simon,
on board the Simon
before we
coaster.
continue with the EP, because there's some questions that we want to ask you about that still. You're also talented in other areas other than just music, and also taking dumps and posting them on Instagram. You're actually quite an accomplished visual artist as well, and
Yeah.
we just wanted to ask you about some of your visual elements in your releases. Like, for example, the artwork for your single "Felony." It's pretty interesting. It's very what's the word? Raw. It's very raw. Do you want to give us a
Organic.
run through?
Organic is
organic.
another
Like
word,
what
yeah.
led you to pick that as your artwork?
Oh, well,
what's going on?
basically, during the summertime, I was really bored and also kind of freaking out because I didn't have a cover art for the for the freaking single. So then I just decided to go flick through my old photos in my phone, and then I found this one photo which was taken at a little spot called Lead Belly, where Sparrow had a gig at one
Shout
time.
out Lead Belly, shout out Sparrow.
Ooh. And we were in the green room just getting our munch on with the food, and then
munch on. Yeah.
and then Yao takes a picture.
Yeah. What were you munching on?
Shout out Yao.
A bit of pizza, a bit of whatever, you know.
Yeah. Is that a teddy bear behind you as well? Whose teddy bear is that?
I have no idea. There was just random stuff in that green room. So yeah. But basically, I keep going into this accent, but it's whatever.
Is that Peter sitting next to you?
Yeah, it's Peter. Shout out to Peter.
I could
Your boy
tell.
Shout
Chidiac.
out Peter.
He's talented, dude. He has to jump on this podcast. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. When I found the picture in my phones, I just decided to play around with the lighting and the color in the galleries, and then
Amazing.
go to markup and just add some doodles and whatever.
Yeah. Can you tell us more about the doodles? Like, what's the triangle in the triangle there? Are you saying that you're Illuminati or?
No, it's
What's going on there?
it's supposed to be a stop sign sort of thing because
Stop
one
and
of the-
listen? Like, stop and listen to this track.
because one of the lyrics is the warning that I didn't read, so it's like the warning sign.
Right.
I knew there was deep meaning in this.
I mostly just wanted to add another bit of drawing because I felt like there wasn't enough. But now I'm making stuff up.
Yeah.
So returning to the EP, because we're all very excited about this, and this is a bit of an exclusive for us. And to give your fans a little bit of an insider on this upcoming EP, do you want to tell us a little bit about the process you went with that? Was it similar to how you put together Felony, or did it come around in a bit of a different way?
Similar in the fact that when I started writing it, I had no idea it was going to turn out into an EP because I was just venting my emotions one day at a piano, which was it ended up in the creation of the last track, and then from there I just started writing like the middle track and then all the other tracks, and then afterwards I took a step back and I'm like, wow, this could be an EP. Let's turn it into an EP. And since I generally vent about the same stuff over and over again, the theme was constant. So then I was like, yep, it'll work.
Do you
That's
feel
really-
like it helped you kind of move past that ordeal, like that whole?
It
Whole thing that you're going through?
definitely
Wow,
helped me with like the immediate emotions I was feeling to just stabilize myself a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole healing process just had to happen over time, I guess.
Right.
Because I'm really healed now.
We can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sure sound like it.
So yeah.
Did any particular people? Were there any particular people that you want to like also just shout out in this process, like of this making of the EP and the singles and all that? Anyone you want to shout out? I'm sure you already have, but yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, for the last track, the outro lyrics were actually written by Sparrow because I was struggling with finishing the song, and then I came up to Sparrow and I'm like, hey, could you write something real quick over these chords? And she did it, and then I was like, okay, that'll be it. That'll do. That'll do.
Shout out
donkey.
to Sparrow. Yeah.
So that was rad. And then after finishing the EP, I sought out a bassist and a drummer so I could get the full vibe that I wanted.
Shout out Grace. Shout out Joe.
So shout out Grace and Joe, Grace Labram, Joe Graham, great musicians. Really did a solid with putting up with my BS, but it's fine.
What's BS?
It is
Backspace?
big stuff. Big sound.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. That's dope, man. You just legit just told her to write some lyrics and she just did it for you.
Yeah,
She's
she's an extremely good lyricist as well. So then the first thing she wrote, I was like, yeah, that's good enough.
Is that the really sad bit that I love?
Yeah, the really sad bit that you love.
This track, guys. Oh, for me, it's I think it's my favorite track on the EP. And when Simon recorded it, I was just like, wow.
Which track is this? Which track is
called
this? Can
Now,
you tell us, or?
right?
Now, yeah.
Look out for Now, guys. Look out for Now.
Shout out Now.
Look at me now.
Look at me now. Hey.
So, in terms of the writing process, I can't remember whether you already said or not. Did you write first and then go to your band with the stuff?
Yeah. I made sure everything was finished and to where I wanted it to be before I brought other people in. Because it was mostly because I didn't want to be embarrassed and be like, hey, is this good enough, guys?
Sure.
So I needed a bit of self-confidence to actually go up to other people to
That's dope.
to partake.
And in terms
EP,
of the vibe of the EP, are we to expect something similar to Felony?
Yeah, it's similar vibe, but more of a vibe and more.
Your favorite word, I think your favorite word, Simon, is vibe. Like, like on your tombstone, it'll just say Simon and then is a vibe.
Yeah, well, like definitely since more emotion is carried in the EP, and the songs are generally slower and more relaxed, except for one, the second track. It's the same kind of vibe, but it's just more intimate, I guess.
Yeah.
And what about the process behind the scenes? You know, less of the writing process. What happened once you were finished and you went to the recording process?
Well, the first part was actually having a few sessions with just Joe and Grace to get flesh out the sound I wanted and how I wanted them to play, and to get us tight as a unit. And then I came to you, Jack, and I was like, "Please record my EP, pretty, please."
That's what he was waiting to hear.
Yes, I only asked that question because I needed to hear my name to feel like I'd done something. You know.
Yeah. Now it's done. We don't need you anymore, Simon.
Cool.
You can
right,
leave now.
Simon,
Thanks for having me. Goodbye.
So for the rest of the show, for about 2 hours, we're going to talk about me and my
why I'm so good. No, but yeah. Please do keep going. Sorry to cut you. Yeah.
Yeah. But basically, I went to Jack, and we had a whole plan to get it all done in a one big old few sessions.
Big old, yeah.
Few sessions.
How many sessions? Tell us.
You know, just.
Oh, like we did well, to be honest, because like we also recorded a whole bunch of other stuff for Simon, a whole bunch of demos and like potential future tracks. So like this one session, we recorded 7 tracks in 3 hours.
Whoa.
Yeah.
7 tracks?
Yep.
7.
Did we?
Yeah. You don't remember that?
No, I remember.
Yeah,
wow.
7 tracks. It was
That's
pretty
amazing.
crazy, and like I was like, wow,
that's really good. Yeah,
most sessions you don't finish 1 track, and we got 7 done.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he was ready. He was ready to just pump out them songs.
And then when it came to the EP, we finished all the instrumental stuff in I think 3 sessions.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it was.
Oh, we had to go back and repeat some stuff.
4 sessions. 4 sessions.
Yeah, we had to have a
5 sessions
clean-up session for some of the tracks, but
yeah, mostly just one.
The vocals took a bit longer, but that's natural. We had to.
I don't know how to sing.
Well, one of the tracks. I mean, was it Now the track where you did it in 1 take? I don't think it was Now.
Oh no, it was them.
It was them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we did 1 take. the whole song.
These song titles are confusing.
Yeah.
Now?
Well,
Damn.
it's
no,
because,
it was them.
it's because I decided to make each title of the tracks one word, and then in the order of the EP, it spells out a sentence.
What is it?
Which is well, like the first track is Crown, so it's like Crown is the subject, and then after that it's Wouldn't Choose Them Now. But it's kind of ironic because I would still choose them anyways.
What is Crown? Do we get into this? Do you already?
Oh yeah, Crown is just like we on that metaphorical things, man.
Metaphorical things, man.
It's just since the whole EP is about the breakup, the Crown is the girl, because I saw her in such a high prestige or whatever.
Nice.
Dang.
I mean,
a princess.
Yeah.
She's a queen.
She my crown. Ooh.
Do you feel weird about if she was to ever listen to it?
Or is it like...
Oh, she
cool with,
she probably would never listen to it because she has her own life now.
Right. Okay.
Don't worry, bro. We're all out here listening to it. Wear your crowns. You know what I'm saying? Is that weird? Yeah, we're not. I love how it's so quick.
We never dated, David.
During the recording process and the mixing process for this track, and for Felony, it was the same, but we did the same thing for the EP as well. What I actually did, or what we did together, is we actually printed onto tape. For those of you who don't know, if you're old enough, you'd probably at some point use a little tape cassette, which you plug into
You're
a
our
player.
age. If you're an adult. No, I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay, boomer.
Sorry, guys, I'm a boomer. That's me. But you have much thicker tape, and we recorded onto this thicker tape.
Three C's.
It's
C's,
got
bro.
24 channels instead of 2, which that little stuff has. And basically, what we did was we recorded straight onto this tape, and then we took the output of the tape machine and sent it straight back into our digital environment. And that way we could get all the analog aspects and all the tape aspects, the tape saturation and the coloring that comes from analog equipment, which basically means that it provides a different kind of tone. And we managed to capture that in a digital environment. So what that meant that you get all the digital, what am I trying to say? All the digital benefits, as well as getting the sort of color that we were trying to get from the analog equipment. And so one of the things you'll notice when you're listening through the EP is you'll hear a little hissing in the background, and that is actually from the tape machine itself. That's a little sound that is always there in tape. But what it did, and what we were trying to do, is we were trying to give it a little bit of a dated feel, like a dated twist, while still sounding modern and contemporary. And I think I don't know, Simon and I were super happy with the way it came
Vintage.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Are
that,
you
David?
happy, Simon? Are you happy? I said vintage.
Vintage, exactly. Vintage sound.
El vintage. Yeah, I'm bloody ecstatic, you know.
And so yeah, basically what we managed to do was capture sort of an old school vibe, but still in a new school context, which was really cool. And it was the first project that I worked with tape on. So that was an awesome experience for me, as well as hopefully an awesome experience for Simon. I don't know, maybe he hated it, but yeah.
Thanks for that audio lesson though, Jack. That was actually quite informative.
That's all right.
Quite cool.
I don't know whether people
listening
actually
some.
care about this stuff or not. So hit me up,
I'm
guys.
sure
If
some-
you want me
I'm
to,
sure-
if you want me to
yeah.
shut up about the audio stuff,
No,
then tell me.
no. Like
I feel like
I'm
the
a
artistry-
certified audio person now.
I feel like the artistry portion, like when we interviewing artists like this and we get deep into their projects, I think this stuff is needed. So yeah, thanks, Jack. That was
Obviously,
good.
I can only
That was
talk
good.
in depth about stuff that I've worked on, but hello, I am audio student.
audio this.
Hello.
I would like to buy a studio, please.
Can I please have microphone?
Can I please make
Sorry.
studio, please?
Give me a recording tape, please.
The thing is, Simon's actually quite good with accents. He can.
Hey, let me
quite a
tell you,
number.
sometimes it be like that sometimes. I'm not even kidding right now.
Dude, it sounds like that Corona song that's going viral these days.
So this one time, me, Simon, and Tawanda, shout out to Tawanda, we were all in the car, and we were driving to, where were we driving to, Simon?
Maggers?
No, we were driving to, like, somewhere around his...
Twanda's house.
Oh, we were going back to his, right?
Yeah.
For a good time, if you know what I mean.
For a good time.
And the whole time, Simon and I were just yelling at each other in accents, like the whole time. And T's just there,
because we're not racist,
covering his ears.
He's just...
T was trying to join in, but he's really bad at accents, so we didn't let him.
He felt left out. But you guys are bullies, man. You should have let him in. Should have let him join in the fun.
We let him in when it counts.
Sometimes.
What's the most confident accent you guys have? What's the best accent you can do?
It's definitely like this one, because it just feels so natural to me right now.
It's Corona time.
Sometimes I kind of feel like I was meant I was meant to have like this sort of vibe right now, you know.
Dude, if we just said that we are interviewing the Corona time guy, and you just spoke like that throughout the whole interview, then like people would actually think you're the dude.
I reckon we should keep getting Simon on, but pretend he's someone else, and he can just do a different accent, and we'll just interview him.
Straight up, man.
Pump out another like 12 episodes with just Simon. We'll do it right now.
Let's go. Let's do it.
That's sick. Just to get back into the artistry side of the podcast, right? A question that I have for you, and I'm sure some people are curious about it as well when it comes to making songs and stuff. But for you personally, Simon, who would you say are your biggest influences in terms of your sound and like your lyric writing and stuff like that?
In terms of sound, it would be Jordan Rakai.
Jordan Rakai, yeah.
Jordan Rakai, because because of when I first started writing, his albums and music was what I really got into. So then, subconsciously, the way I play piano and the extensions I used, were hella influenced by him. And then another part of my
Australian artist, man, yeah.
Another part of my sound was Leon Bridges, mostly for his old-timey sound in his first album, which I fell in love with, and like the raw nature and live
the way
instruments.
He made that album sound is crazy. It literally sounds like it could be from the 60s. Like it's
exactly
so good. Like,
would you guys get mad if I said I haven't really listened too much Leon Bridges?
Bye, David. You can't.
Hey.
Welcome to the Artist Notepad. This is me, your host Jack, and with your other host Simon Bernardo, and there's no other hosts. No
I
other
guess got
hosts.
replaced just like that. Hey, then give me this then. What do I have to listen to if I need to get into some Leon Bridges?
Just listen to his first album called Coming Home. Just listen to the whole thing. There's like 12 songs, but just listen to it all in one go. Just do it now, right now.
Sick.
Go.
Right now, but we're doing
No, right now.
podcast.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now, David.
But what about
David,
what's
right
on
now.
podcasts?
Right now.
Okay.
Hey, David,
Bye, guys. I'll be back.
See ya.
You're not a host anymore. It's fine. But yeah, lyrics wise, my two main influences are Alan Stone and Matt Corby, because I just love their music and the lyrics they place in said music really speaks to me quite nice. Many yes.
Yeah.
That is all.
Do you know Matt Corby's almost 30 now? Did you guys know that?
He's got a
He
kid.
has kid. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
has
kids.
kid.
He has kid, man.
He has child.
Really? I didn't know that.
The guy has a kid.
How many kids?
I think just the one.
One kid?
Because he has kid.
He has the kid.
He has a children.
He has a children. Sick. You got a lot of love, or like two of your artists you mentioned, they're both Aussie, man. Mad Australian love, bro.
Yeah, I just love Australia. I was born and bred here.
Yeah, man. Born and raised here. True.
You know, like, Love my
Raining
Coronas.
gold, man. Yeah.
Love chugging back a pint, I'd say, and yeah, okay.
Stay inside.
Pretty
Do the
Alexia,
right
yeah.
thing. Chuck on the tally. Don't make a fuss. You know it is. Just be Australian.
Yeah, mate.
Wash your hands with orange juice.
What the heck? I have never heard that before. That's not Aussie, bro. That's just dirty.
Mr. Clickety Kang or whatever. You guys don't never mind. Okay, whatever.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. That's sick. Oh yeah. What about for the other artists? Like, what's some like top picks of?
Ooh, Resolution, because that's like my old time. Monday.
Oh yeah, good track.
And then just his albums. Just listen to everything Matt Corby.
Especially Telluric.
Yeah.
What? The clear what?
Telluric, which is his album.
Telluric.
It's his.
Who's Uric?
I don't know, but tell him.
Telluric.
It's his second most recent album. What was it?
Right.
Rainbow Valley.
Rainbow Valley is his most recent album, which personally I didn't like anywhere near as much as Telluric, but cool story about Telluric. He actually, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Telluric, I don't know, but he actually
pronounced Telluric.
Telluric?
Telluric.
Yeah, maybe
Telluric.
Telluric. Okay, that's totally what I said. And he actually locked himself in his house just for I think 2 months and just wrote this album.
Whoa.
Was this during the lockdown?
Lockdowns right now, man. Legit. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing just
He's
then.
probably
That's more
writing another
intense
one.
than
Hey,
Oh, probably.
He must be,
10 out of
hey.
10.
But this time will be 6 months for him, so maybe he'll do 3 albums or something.
so
That's sick.
Simon, just to let's
Oh wait,
start.
I also have to shout out some Alan Stone songs that I love.
True,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bad, my
Tell
bad.
us the other. Yeah.
Bed I Made, Taste of You. Yeah, that is all. Oh, Unaware.
Unaware.
Yeah, love them songs.
Sick. Thanks, man. Thanks for that. Yeah, Jack, what were you about to say?
I was just going to say, Simon, just to wrap up, I just wanted to know, because of everything that's happening at the moment, and we don't need to go into depth, with this virus, with the isolation going around, do you have any suggestions for things people could check out, listen to, or maybe just in terms of any writing challenges or anything like that for artists or just for the lay people?
Yeah, do you want to start a hashtag DOTD, but not a dirty version, like hashtag write a song a day? That's crazy. Write a song a day.
I used to do that actually.
Really? Yeah.
They were bad songs, but it's whatever. Yeah, I have nothing.
Sick.
Right, so you took time to stall for that answer and you still came with nothing.
That is such a good answer.
Love you, bro. Got mad love for you, man.
Maybe that will inspire you for some lyricism. I
have
nothing.
nothing.
There you go. Making magic happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Sick.
Simon, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, man.
Once again,
Great to have
let's
you.
promote the hell out of the new single, Felony. Guys, it's out on all streaming services, so go check that
Yeah.
out. Give it a stream, give it some love, share it around, show your mates, show your
Felony.
family. You got no excuse not to listen to it because we all know you're not doing anything else. So just check it out. Show Simon some love. Follow him. Simon, what's your Instagram? Because I'm going to butcher it if I try and say it. It's so long.
Well, it's my full name, Simon Peter Batard Bernardo. But if you just look up Simon Peter or Simon Bernardo, I should pop up, hopefully.
Yeah.
Where else can they find you? Do you have any other platforms, or is Instagram your main thing?
Instagram's my main squeezy boy, but you can find me on Facebook at Simon Bernardo and YouTube at Simon Bernardo and
Sick. Yeah.
SoundCloud at Simon Bernardo and Spotify at Simon Bernardo.
So guys,
and
just pick a few of those.
Snapchat at C Sketcher.
He has everything, dude. We should have
Damn.
stopped that Instagram.
I'm probably
Yeah,
going to
but-
cut most of those out. I'm going to be honest.
No.
I'll let you pick 3.
Sick.
So guys, thanks so much for joining us. David, have you got anything you want to say?
Nah, man, I think we can wrap it up. I think this was a fun episode. I think it felt quite nice to have another talented artist. Yeah, stay tuned for the chill podcast as well. Maybe send us some suggestions. The chill podcast is going to be quite like flexible with how we do things. It's going to feel like probably like the COVID-19 special, or kind of like more of the banter side of what we did today.
Hashtag get Simon back on the show.
Yeah, you'll come back episode 50, bro. Nah, I'm kidding. You're always welcome. If you run out, we'll just have you back on.
But yeah, guys, stay tuned because next week is when we're going to be dropping that first episode of Tan and Chill. And it looks like we're most likely going to be having a good friend of ours on that show. So stay tuned for that.
Another AIM student.
I swear we're going to start getting actual artists on, not just our mates.
Yeah. No, but this is sick, man. All of our friends do all these creative stuff. It's sick. It seems like we're never going to run out, but
for sure.
We'll see.
So yeah, absolutely. As David said, please send us through some suggestions for stuff you want us to talk about, because we want to give you guys what you want to hear, not just what we want to talk about. You know, like give us some challenges. Give us some, I don't know, something. Just give us something, please. You know,
Please give me something.
Please give me something.
And we'll stay in touch with you guys on our gram. Thanks so much for following
the Artist No Beard.
And stay tuned, because we might have a little something, little reward situation coming up soon for you guys. You know, I'm gonna keep it real low key until David and I hash out the details a little bit. Yeah, but stay tuned, guys. And
might be episode 100, so
so really stay tuned. But yeah. Guys, stay healthy, stay safe, stay inside wherever possible. Wash your hands.
Stay safe, y'all.
Don't have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Yeah, like avoid putting your tongue in anyone's mouth if you don't have to.
No kissing. That's for you, Jack. No kissing.
Oh, damn. Sorry, Simon.
Yeah, that's been another edition of the Artist Notepad Artistry. Catch us next episode. Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye.